Hi guys, welcome along to this edition of Beard Tech. Today we're talking about 3 logo design tips to get your logos looking modern, looking swish, looking really relevant for today's market. And it's not going to take very long. We've got a few slides for you, a couple of design tips, as well as a really cool run through of some bad logo designs in a really compressed list. What not to do, what to do, how to make this part of your business and your social media in a really good way. So how to design logos really well using canva.com, using free software like GIMP, and also I'm going to go through some design tips and tricks from professionals and some quotes. So let's begin. First things first though, let's get these slides happening. So welcome along. If you're joining, just leave a comment in the chat box. I would love to chat with you and answer any questions as we go along. So let's go through these first. So 3 things every logo needs. These are industry tips. These are crucial things that great designers and designs have used through the ages to make extremely relevant logos. Think of McDonald's, Ford, BMW, Jaguar. Think of Lexus, Jeep, Gap, clothing companies. This is all kinds of industries that are doing this well, and you can do it too. So logos and branding are a top priority for any company, big or small. So from your small, tiny Facebook pages to your gigantic corporations like Bank SA and Commonwealth Bank and NAB and the government. It's the window into the company at first glance. It's basically you're running past in a mall and you go, wow. Like when you walk past T2 in Marion and you sniff those T's, you can see that dark design, the black shirts everyone's wearing, and the pop of just the letters T2. You know exactly what that means. It means good cups of tea, free tasting, great products. So it tells you everything from the style and attitude of the place to the vibe you'll get when you sign up, walk in, or get involved. It's the lifeblood of some companies, and instant recognition is impactful since childhood. We all know those logos from birth that we have come to know and love. So number 1, this is the very first thing your logo needs, is an end goal. What do you want your clients to see in your shop front? So what do you want them to feel like when they see your business? What do you want them to instantly recognize when they see that logo? So mine, for instance, I want it to be fun. I want it to be tech related. I want it to be edgy, and I want it to be that color scheme of that blue and red to be instantly recognizable. That's why it's on the logo as well as the subscribe button, and that color theme runs throughout all of my social media. So your logo, it's going to represent exactly what you're about. Are you a fun kids store? Then you're not going to have a serious looking sharp logo like a lawyer or a government organization or a let's say like an earth moving company would have. Are you a girls makeup Etsy store owner? Then you're not going to have rainbow lollipop comical fonts around like in the kids store, but you could if it's your thing. If you're a compensation lawyer who wants to consult, you want something modern with gavels and historic buildings as a theme. It speaks loudly. And of course, there are many companies breaking the mold here and doing, fun looking lawyer logos and, serious looking kids logos. But you've got to do it in a way that works. You can't just muck around with it. The next slide. Here are some themes. Now, I've designed these specific logos for actual companies that have given me a brief. Now, I want you to find the attitude in these. You've got essential career counseling. That screams professionalism. It's like slick, streamlined. It has just 2-tone colors, 2 fonts, a black square. It screams professionalism and essential, like you need this. The one in the middle, doors in a day, that's like an open door saying come on in. The yellow and black gives it a more corporate-y kind of professional look, but a little bit funner little bit more relaxed than the one on the left. Now you've got 4 Blue Square. This is a software company. They really, really wanted just 4 squares with 2 different colors arranged in a way that really suits the company. So this is a software company for Blue Square. You instantly think modern, a little bit off center. You think relevant and software. When you see that, you think of digital stuff, you know, binary stuff, binary language, and a simple color scheme. 2 different kinds of blues. Now, number 2, your logo needs to be adaptable. What this means is it needs to work anywhere, at any size, in any color, on any object. So I forgot to write color in there, but that's important. If you make your logo black and white, you can't rely on the color to make it work. So think of Apple's logo. It's one of the biggest in the world. You know the bitten apple means Apple products, right? But that logo was originally a rainbow apple. But that little bitten apple can be used on absolutely anything. It can be used on a sticker, a mouse, a tripod, a wedding dress, a car. It could be used flying through the sky from a plane. Absolutely anywhere you could put that logo. You could put it on underpants, storefronts, vehicles, tablets. There's nowhere it couldn't be printed in color or black and white or anything. That's why it's universally accepted. It's exceptionally designed logo. So when you design a logo, zoom out and see if it's legible. And I've got examples of that here using icons. So icons are super popular, so use them in your logo. So I've just designed a few here off the cuff. So you've got Freak Mobile Ink. You could use that on anything in any color. It's just a 2-tone color scheme, 2 fonts, 1 icon. This one here, Lock and Key. You could make that black and white or colored and print it on anything. And see how I've got this lock being an L, Lock and Key. Instantly recognizable. You've got here Beat. That even that transparent E behind here could be used on anything. And that's kind of a digital sort of sound wave production that is the E. And then Bottled Joy. You've got 3 fun icons linked together with this one font down the bottom. It screams fun. It screams clinking glasses and having lots of fun at home and with a barbecue. And it's recognizable in any way, shape, or form, printed on anything. So digital design is like painting, except the paint never dries. And that's true. Digital logos can last forever and ever. Just think of the logo Ford. It's been around since about the 20s, I believe, or 30s. One of the first cars ever invented and manufactured, mass-produced. We're still using the identical, exact same logo. And Neville Brody is correct here that it's just evergreen. It doesn't go away. Now, simplicity is what you need in number 3. So there was a massive bomb when the London 2012 Olympic Games logo came out. People did not know what on earth these blocks were. You had to really look to see that it's 2012. Right now, it kind of looks like LOR, lore or something. And just slapping the rings on the O doesn't really help. And this London font here doesn't really help. It's edgy and punky, which I think was what the thing they were going for, is a kind of punk off-kilter theme, because London, lots and lots of punk music came from London with the Buzzcocks, etc. way back when. But it just didn't really work. It had a huge backlash. Again, it's too complicated and too ethereal and too high up there to reach for people. They just have to scratch and find what this means without looking at it. Now, AOL redesigned this weird squiggly mess here and just chucked AOL dot in the middle of it. It kind of looks like they've done that. They've just scribbled something, digitized it, whacked AOL dot in the middle. Now, I think this could work if they did it differently with perhaps a different, simpler shape, like even put like a hexagon with AOL in it, or some kind of computer screen looking thing, or just chopped out squiggly bits of the word AOL instead of just doing that, similar to Red Energy's logo, which I think works because they have red energy, then a squiggle that's separate, that's a huge squiggle in a sort of a spirograph looking thing. So this is too messy, too complicated. And it's just the color scheme doesn't really work. You have to really search to find AOL in there. Another one here is too many fonts in a logo. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 fonts in Smashing Productions here. Way too messy. Just think it's the exact same shape here and style, but you've got 2 fonts. Smashing Productions here, Breaking Records underneath. That is a lot better than this first one, and is a complete train wreck here, but a totally usable logo here. And of course, you could use these squares here and change the colors of them. Now, I want to go into some of these awful logos because I really like I really like looking at logos that are extremely dodgy and not doing what's written in there. So let's go to our article. If I can find it. Here we go. The Logo Designer blog. So just go to logodesignerblog.com and it says bad logo designs. Now you're going to get a whole bunch of messy logos here. So you've got Tree Doctor with clip art and stretched fonts that don't work whatsoever. Yes, the doctor thing might work with the T, medical symbol, but you've got this clip art flower, clip art tree, doesn't work. Hip hop for HIV. Too many fonts, too grungy, too generic, and too messy. And this color scheme is absolutely horrid. This red, green, and black doesn't work whatsoever. And the CIA, you're just going to instantly think, well, that's a CIA government organization. Pool doctor, you've got some guy putting a stethoscope on a pool in the distance. Really doesn't work. This color scheme here is gaudy. It's horrible. You've got clip art again. You've got a horrible slanty font here that's blocky. It just doesn't work. Cuts to die for, like the name alone's horrible. Got these scissors with no holes in them. Clip art again, jaggedy fonts. It's horrible. Here you've got Papyrus, the worst font ever made on the top. Never ever do that. Never use Papyrus in a logo ever. There's a few list of fonts that designers actually hate, and that's one of them. It's just the worst font ever for anything. And they've got it twice. And they've got an image back here that has nothing to do with hair salons. And then you've got here the Computer Doctor. Kind of works, but again, it's clip art. It's a clip art flatline symbol with a clip art stethoscope, clip art mouse, clip art medical symbol. Alternate escapes. They've just zoomed whacked font on the bottom. It was gradient. Just all these logos are absolutely dreadful. There was one, here, fire hire. That's awful. The zoom effect. There's all these distracting things in the background. Detail Doctor, Papyrus again. No. Great American Pizza. That's just too simple. It's just too clip-arty, too Photoshoppy. Gradient fonts here, Photoshop stuff. You've got the beveled font where you just raise up a letter. Just horrible. And this Web and Graphic Solutions Inc. with a penguin and a person. It's just so bad. So precision well and pump systems, it looks like it's done in Publisher. You just can't do that. So what I recommend is jumping into canva.com or GIMP, experimenting using some free resources that I will give you very shortly. So coming back, there's quite a few resources I'm going to give you, link in the description as well as at the end of this video. Well, for free using top level techniques, and some have talked about other techniques. Slides again. Let's keep going. So your logo, this is to make it simple. It cannot contain so many fonts that it gets muddy, as we've seen. 2 at the most is absolutely fine. If you're using an icon, make it point to exactly what your philosophy is. My Beard Tech logo highlights fun, tech, and the beard aspect. It has a beard in it with a modern edge. So I've chopped off just 2 bits of the word to make it recognizable. Yours may point to fun haircuts, group travel, toy making, or film production. Make the icon represent that fully and make it super unique to you. The most distinct logos we all know, they look vastly different and are timeless. And that's it. Now there's resources here. I'm going to link these into the description. You've got Canva Design School, which has a really comprehensive design school for anybody to use. And Udemy has a free introduction to graphic design. This is for the bare bones basic stuff to get you into graphics quick and to give you a whole rundown of how to lay out fonts, what fonts to use. Just an incredible amount of stuff in Udemy. Then you got this Envato Shoots free course. They do teach yourself graphic design for free at Envato Shoots. So copy that link there, or I'll link it in the description. You've got Creative Pro How-Tos. This is a blog that has exact how-tos on any design aspect whatsoever. And as well, you can contact me, lukegoddard@live.com.au. Visit my graphic design at Facebook, so Breathe in Design. Visit my Twitter, Luke S. Goddard, the handle there, and Instagram.com/BeardTechMan. And go to my website from my Facebook and see my portfolio. Grab my attention and get me to design something for you, because I'm perfectly willing to do that, to take work out of all this. Within Designs and Beard Tech, where graphic design and collide, graphic design and tech collide with extra beard. Don't forget to have beardtastic fun. Everything will be in the description below, those free resources. And I'm also working on a very special editing course, video editing using Filmora, called Essential Video Editing, up to lesson 5. If you want anything in a course to do with video editing, drop that in the comments and contact me on those addresses, and I will put it in the course. If you want to know about speeding up videos or GoPro footage, how to export stuff at different frame rates, any question whatsoever, I will answer that for you in this course. And it's not going to be a very huge fee. I will run out tests of the course as well, just so you guys can see what on earth this looks like as a user. So if you support me on Patreon, you will most definitely get a test of that course. You get the beta version, and you'll get to actually shape the course, having supported us on Patreon. So our Patreon is Beard Tech Man. Small contribution per month to help this channel grow and grow, to get you more stuff quicker, more reviews quicker. I'm going to do RV car reviews soon, as well as smartwatches, whole bunch of different stuff planned, but it can't happen without the products or the help. And you guys have been fantastic who have subscribed. We're nearly up to 100. I cannot believe that. It's absolutely rad. And just thank you guys so much for the support, and all of you that I've helped, like Rose Peddler and you guys on YouTube that I've helped. Thank you for commenting and getting in touch with me. Fans and Beard have been fantastic fun. We will see you in another live stream next week. Cheers, guys. Signing out.